Hello, everybody. Free Game Press, episode 23. Before I start, I just want to thank you guys. All the support. 23 guys, ridiculous. It's our 35th episode, making his 34th appearance. Mr. Will Stewart. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? Good.
Good. So, yeah, we got a lot of heavy stuff that's happened in the past week. I was in Michigan for
last week?
5 days. Yeah, for last week. So we didn't do anything last week, but we're right back at you with another vid. So, Will, thank you for being here, man.
Thanks for having me, like always.
Yeah, 34 episodes for you, 35 for me. We're going to talk about a grind. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir.
Especially with game day, that's the hardest grind.
Yeah. What the hell? Hopefully we can have that for you guys this year.
Hopefully.
Which is actually we're going to start with, Will.
Yeah,
that's the question for today. So, it's not really a yes or no question. It's just, what's your opinion on this? Like, what do you think of these teams, like these conferences, for the Power 5 conferences?
Besides Pac-12. Or
No,
not
besides
Pac-12,
Big 12. Switching to only conference schedules. What do you think about that?
Well, we'll start for the COVID. I think it's very smart.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not
you don't have to travel.
Not off like teams. It's just COVID and health. It's smart. I like it.
You don't have to travel as much,
You
right?
don't travel to Ohio State would have gone to Oregon.
Exactly. They would have gone to. I think they still have Iowa on their schedule.
Yeah, they do.
But that Iowa's closer than Oregon.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But at least you don't have to travel cross country.
Exactly. And USC isn't traveling to Texas, right? For the Alabama game. Yeah. Exactly.
So off the COVID side, I think it's interesting for many teams, especially like the really bad teams.
Yeah. We're actually going to look at that. So, this is going to make stuff harder.
Yeah.
Even harder than it was already for those teams like the two toughest divisions in football, right? Big Ten East, SEC West. Pull a average team out of there. Let's go with Indiana for the Big Ten East.
I'd say they're average.
Right, yeah. So I think they went 8-5 last year, right? That's their best season ever. That's their best season ever. Gator Bowl.
Didn't they play
Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Yeah, no, they lost. They lost to that game. But anyway, we know they're like an average team, right? Average offense. Well, actually they're not an average passing offense, but they're an average offense.
Yeah.
So, that's just I saw their schedule come out. First of all, they're getting those non-conference easy wins off of their schedule, which is only going to make it harder to get bowl eligible. Speaking of, how are you supposed to get bowl eligible now?
Those
because
teams that normally get it.
Exactly. That are having a harder schedule, and then they're probably going to cut the number of games, right, by 1 or 2. But anyway, now, instead of, we're going to take off, basically this is the example, we're going to take off Ball State from your schedule, we're going to add Minnesota. What? Well, Minnesota's probably 10 times, 15 times better than Ball State. But, so, it's only making it harder for those mid-con, and then you look at another example, Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
They're in a division with Texas A&M, LSU, Auburn, Alabama. So, first of all, they don't win anyway.
They normally don't win.
They're normally a mid, struggling to get a bowl game, right? 5 wins.
Yeah.
Now
they're just
now you're just about to get absolutely crapped on by the amount of SEC East teams now coming over and say, oh, we're going to play you.
Because you don't have those free
and
games.
Taking off the free games. Basically, it's like a free space on a bingo board. You automatically get it.
It's those first 3 games.
Exactly.
2 out of 3 are just...
Exactly. Trash teams, right? But then you take that off.
Now it's just, you have 9.
Now you have
maybe
every
1.
game you could lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially if you're in the SEC.
Especially if
And
especially
Big
if you're in the SEC.
Well, unless you're
Big Ten.
Rutgers.
And then Pac-12, USC is now going to have Utah again, first of all.
Yep.
They're going to have Washington State. They're going to have Washington, obviously. And then they're going to have, Oregon. And they're going to have, all those North teams. And they're going to have the South teams coming in, hey, we're going to play you guys now. They're going to have South teams, right, like they always do. And they're going to have the North teams coming down, like Oregon, Oregon State, and Washington State. And they're like, okay, we're going to destroy you. So, it's so hard.
Yeah,
especially for USC, who wasn't supposed to be in the middle of the conference. Remember, they had Alabama. Which brings me on to my next point. Some teams are thanking the Lord for these, USC. They would have had to play Alabama. We all know how that would have turned out, right? They would have gotten absolutely destroyed.
50
to 10. Yeah, exactly. So they're praising the Lord. They're okay, thank God we don't have that game. Same thing with North Carolina. We think they're going to be good, right? With Sam Howell and that offense.
That offense is so electric.
Yeah, exactly. Their receivers, all very experienced. But then, and they're okay, we have to play Clemson. That's already a guaranteed loss. Maybe we can do 9-1 with this non-conference schedule because they had Auburn right?
Yep.
We know how that was going to
Tough
go.
match.
They were
But
probably going to lose that
were
game.
they in Auburn?
It was a neutral game.
Okay.
They were probably going to lose that game.
Most likely.
Well, now they don't have it anymore.
Okay. Yep.
You're starting to see a trend, noticing how these guys are
Yep.
SEC teams always. Well, not anymore. Oregon, they would have had Ohio State. They would have gotten destroyed again.
Destroyed. Yep.
Don't have that anymore.
Yep.
And I think, you look at Wisconsin. When they have a cupcake schedule, right? Their schedule's the worst in the Big Ten. It's terrible. They have, like, all trash teams. And now... And then they would have had Notre Dame, right?
But
no, they don't have Notre Dame anymore.
Not anymore.
So now their schedule's even easier. It's going to be even easier for them to go 10-0.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be tougher. But, Will, what do you think, about the watch ratings here? Like, the watch ratings... Because
for TV?
For TV.
Oh, okay.
Because you're seeing these huge games,
Just
like USC, Alabama,
stop.
Ohio State, Oregon, North Carolina, Auburn. Those are all in the first 2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah.
Getting dropped. Penn State, Virginia Tech. Like there's no more of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only big game I would say we still have, there's two: Notre Dame, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama. Those are the only two huge games. And normally with
huge games,
those are like Georgia, Alabama is enormous in terms of that.
Like,
comparing Ohio State, Oregon to I'd be comparing like a golf ball to a basketball if you're comparing Georgia, Alabama to Ohio State, Oregon. Yeah, exactly. But still, at least you still have that game.
Yeah, I mean, there's still lots of good games though.
But it's just not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah.
And I mean, it wouldn't really be the same anyway, even if we kept non-conference schedules, because there'd probably most likely be no fans, right?
I mean, the hype is just
the hype for those games is electric, and
yeah.
Ohio State going to the loudest stadium in college football. Like, and now we're not seeing that anymore. Like, what? So I mean, I think it will affect the watch ratings a little bit. People are like, I want to see those games. Well, too bad.
Too bad, not anymore.
So that's what we have to say. I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, you gotta be safe.
But like, what about Will, the American Athletic Conference, like UC, UCF, Navy,
UConn opted out.
Well, exactly, they're in the Big East now. But
they are.
But
wouldn't have mattered either way.
Those American athletic teams.
Yeah.
Some of those programs get paid to play Power 5 teams.
They do. That's what.
And now,
great point. That's the only reason
you
why
take
they play.
that out, right? So now, even with the pandemic rattling the boosters for the American Athletic Conference,
Yep, you're right.
and now you're losing even more money.
I remember Bowling Green. They played Ohio State. They got paid a lot.
They got paid a ton of money, right?
They got shit on
to do that. Well, I know they got destroyed, but they got paid a ton of money.
Oh yeah,
to do that.
Yeah. I mean, lots of thousands. I mean, it was a lot.
Exactly.
I don't know how
so
much,
what?
But
Now
it's tough.
The MAC, the Conference USA, American Athletic. What are you supposed to Mountain West? Like Boise State. They might be one of the best like non-Power 5 programs, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're losing money.
And that's gonna hurt.
Exactly.
It really is.
And it's gonna hurt their resume.
Yeah.
Because now they don't have the opportunity, and they normally will beat Power 5 teams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Florida State last year, they came back down like 18 points. So that's my opinion on it. Will, I know. So I think it was a good decision overall, but there's a lot of money going down the drain from this.
Yeah.
With watch ratings,
especially for the smaller
especially
schools.
For the smaller conferences. Yep. Yeah. All right. Move on to MLB for the rest of the show.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna start with 3 teams. What the hell you doing? St. Louis Cardinals, the Miami Marlins, and the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well,
you almost ruined the season for us. Like,
especially the Marlins started.
Oh my God, dude! Are you kidding? They had 17 cases. How many people are there on a baseball team counting staff?
Well, players or staff?
Just
30 players.
Exactly.
It's probably like 20, 25.
So that's 55. So 17
out of the 55 got it.
Oh my gosh.
And they're mostly players.
Exactly.
It's like 4 staff.
So, but about 13 players out of 30. That's almost half of the players. So I mean, like, what are you doing, Miami? I don't know. Like, you're going out and partying. Like, what?
Saw that they went to strip clubs.
Exactly.
Bars.
Lou Williams being an idiot. I don't know how that's involved. But he literally went to a. He went to a club with Jack Harlow and got like chicken fingers or something.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah, the rapper. But anyway, like, Marlins, they started this.
Yep. And then obviously they're playing in Philly.
Exactly. So the Philly transferred.
We know the virus
to Philly.
Yep.
So now the Phillies have it.
And then
how did the Cardinals get it? Because they have not played the Phillies or the Marlins.
Yeah, and they've only played, to my knowledge, conference teams.
Yeah, they've only played 5 games.
Yeah.
And the Marlins have only played 4.
Yeah.
Phillies, that was like recently, so I think they've played like.
Phillies played the Yanks a few nights ago.
Yeah, so no, they're good now. The Phillies are fine now.
Fine. So it's basically just Marlins
It's
and Cards.
the Cardinals have a big problem right now.
Yeah.
Like all their games are getting postponed. The Marlins, they're still. I mean,
they played last night.
They're fine.
Won, yeah, but
the Cardinals have a big problem right now that they need to get.
The
fixed.
Cardinals are in like the state that the Marlins were in a week ago.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Amount of players, games canceled.
So do you, like? I want to see sports back as much as any of you guys.
Oh, yeah,
but we cannot have sports back if this stuff keeps happening. Like
it's eventually gonna get canceled.
Like if you want Lou Williams, if you're gonna sneak out of the bubble, why'd you even go?
Yeah.
Like you could have just opted out.
Yeah.
Like
now
why would you even go?
For 10 days.
Exactly. And now you can't play. Now you can't do the thing.
Team.
Exactly. And you're hurting the team.
Yeah.
Right. You're hurting the look on the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're hurting your league.
Yeah.
Same thing with the MLB.
Oh, MLB is getting a bunch of hate right now.
Exactly. And Manfred has threatened to shut down the season multiple times.
A few days ago, he talked about it. I think it was Thursday.
Yeah, and it was scary.
It was.
Like I thought it was over. I thought like I was texting you. I'm like, dude, like 4 days in.
It's
like,
already.
Like, I mean, 2 weeks in.
It's already.
And we're already done.
Here we go. Yep.
We're already done. Right.
Yeah.
So that just pisses me off. If you're not gonna be careful, why are you playing?
Yep. Good
right.
Point.
Hopefully Mike Trout will be back. Works with his son. He'll
have to back last night. He hit a dinger.
He did?
He did in Seattle.
So he undergone how many quarantine days? Was it 10?
For Trout?
Yeah.
I think it was 10. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna look at an interesting segment here, since we previewed this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
On opening day. And now we're gonna look at the top 5 for the NL and the AL. This is in terms of winning percentage. So the Marlins will be on here because they've only played 4 games.
Yeah.
But what we've seen from each one so far, surprises, locks, what do we think? Okay.
So we're going to start bottom.
Let's start with the NL.
So we're going.
Number 5, 5-1 for both. Okay, 5, Braves, 8-4. Well, you know, we expected this, right?
Yep.
Like, Acuna, Albies. Me and you were commentating the Braves-Mets game.
Yep, that was a few days ago.
Weeks ago. I mean, days. Why is it?
Days ago. Actually, a few weeks ago.
Well, yeah, we did it a few weeks ago on Friday.
Yep.
And then we did it the Friday after opening day, and then we did it a couple days ago.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Braves Mets.
Yeah.
And they look good. I mean, their pitching was good.
But
Soraka,
out.
Gone, right?
KD's injury, Kobe's injury, the Achilles.
Yeah.
You know, cut KD. Yep.
Yep.
And they also cut Mike. I forget his name. Mike Bowles or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's cut.
Okay.
So there's 2.
There's 2 pitchers, right? Are there?
Gone. Yep.
Exactly. So.
And they were both All-Stars last year.
That's tough. Like that's. And I mean, their hitting is still. Acuna's been disappointing, but Dansby Swanson.
I mean, I looked at his stats. It was like.
Look at his stats a couple days ago. It was like 380 batting average, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. His OPS was like 1,300. That was in like what was that in? Like 12 or 13 games? Like 11 or 12 games.
And he's known for his fielding.
He is, but how about that hitting? Like,
very impressive.
Acuna's, I think it's under 200 now.
Yeah.
His batting averages.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been the same, right?
Yeah. I think he's playing. He's also playing center field now.
Yeah, because of who's their normal center fielder?
Inciarte.
Yeah, Inciarte.
He's hurt right now. I'm pretty sure.
So
that probably's not doing anything. But
no, it's not helping, right?
Yeah,
Playing
it's not
helping than he normally does.
Yeah.
But
Freeman, I think he's doing.
Freeman's decent.
Well.
Albies is okay.
Yep.
Riley.
Austin Riley, he's slumping.
His batting average is under 100 last time I checked.
Yep, it still was last night. It was 122.
So not under 100.
Yeah, but still.
122. Jeez, Christmas. Yeah. That is terrible. Oh my God. Okay, so I mean, they just gotta up the pitching.
Yep. Yeah, and the bullpen and all that.
Like we saw Kyle Wright pitching for them.
Was it Kyle Wright? Yeah, it was.
A couple days ago, right? And he just didn't. Like it took him a while to get his strike count over his ball count.
Oh yeah, it was like 4 or 5 innings.
And remember in 4 innings he had thrown like 67 pitches.
And how many were like? What was the ratio?
Well, at 60, it was 33. It was 33 strikes to 27 balls. That's counting foul balls.
Yeah,
that is terrible.
So he only had like 19 real strikes.
I mean, if you want to stay in the top 5, you really have to keep up the pitching, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Braves, they're still good. They're still very
I
talented.
think they'll still make the playoffs.
Hitting wise, yeah.
Do you think they're still alive?
And I mean, if they keep this pace through 60 games, 100%, right?
Yeah.
The Marlins are a little behind them, but the Marlins are actually in first in that division. But based on winning percentage, not on number of wins, it would obviously be Atlanta. But now we move on. Number 4, Dodgers. See, I expected them to be 1.
So did I.
Because they're goated, right?
They're
like
goated.
Literally, like Mookie, Muncy, Peterson, Seager, Bellinger. Like that's not even fair. But
and the pitching.
pitch is ridiculous. And Kershaw made his debut a couple nights ago.
Like in Arizona.
Looked good.
He had 5 shutout innings.
Yeah, looked good.
He's got Bueller.
Bueller.
That one guy, weird hair.
Yeah, Day. Was it Austin
Dustin
Day?
Day? Something like
Yeah,
Dustin something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
He's
that
good.
guy. He's good. He's a rookie, so
He's a good pitcher. He started for them on opening day.
He did.
Against
And
the
they got
Giants.
the win.
So 8-4 though. You know, I expected them to be higher. I expected them to be the top
Nice.
2 because
Yeah.
of just the talent they had.
Oh yeah.
Now I wouldn't say 8-4 is definitely not underachieving.
It's not bad. For them, I feel like it's a little underachieving.
Okay, so yeah, they'll definitely make the playoffs though, right? No doubt about that. All right.
Bellinger's, by the way, he's doing really bad.
He is.
Yep.
Mookie's been phenomenal.
Yes.
He's hit 2 home runs in the last 3 games.
He hit one. He hit a homer in the pool in Arizona.
Yeah, that's why he's amazing.
That's why he's
I'm a
amazing.
Red Sox fan, so we're
Yeah.
3-8 by the way. But anyway,
Sorry about that.
number 3, Miami, the Marlins. See, they're only 3-1. Like that's the problem with this is winning is based on winning percentage.
Yeah.
So they're only 3-1. So we can't really tell.
Can't really.
And I'm not sure
analyze that
who
one.
they've played in that series.
Wait, last series?
Yeah.
Phillies.
Phillies. But that was
Right.
only 1 game, right?
3.
Oh, it was 3.
They won 2-1,
Okay.
and then they won against the Orioles last night.
Okay.
4-0.
So Orioles and Phillies.
I mean, Phillies are.
Phillies are okay,
Yeah.
but now they're in a midst
Now
of a
they're
freaking full-on pandemic.
We know the Orioles. We don't even need to talk about.
No, we don't. We really don't.
Leave it at that.
But you know, I mean, I think they're okay, but I don't think they're going to be top 3 by the time
No.
when they get to 10 games, right? There's no way.
There's no way. I mean, they may sweep the Orioles.
Well, I mean, who doesn't sweep
Yeah.
the Orioles?
Yeah. Then they'll be 5-1. Everyone's gonna be like,
Oh my goodness! But then they're going to come up on their series
Yeah.
with the teams in their division: the Mets,
the Braves,
the Braves,
the
and
Nats,
the Nats.
potentially the Phillies if they
Again.
Play good.
But
Yeah.
like that, good luck getting
Good luck,
past that.
yeah.
So I don't think they should be up here. I don't think they will be up here in a couple of weeks.
And they have a bunch of minor leaguers just coming up.
Exactly. I mean, why? Because they need help.
Playing.
They needed help. I mean, 3-1's great, but
Yeah.
2, the Rockies, 8-2 coming out of nowhere.
That's so weird.
Like we knew they'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what we said. We said
If we
they'd
said
be
if their
dangerous.
offense is,
Their offense is over OP.
and if their pitching can get a little better than it was last
Then
year,
they'd be good, right?
What's
And
happening?
they
That's
literally
exactly
said
happening.
exactly what we thought.
Yeah, they just listen. They
8-2.
watched the episode.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Haven't had any COVID testing or anything like that, so they're good on that.
Hopefully they don't.
And Charlie Blackmon hitting absolute bombs for days. Trevor Story is goated. Arenado's
Fielding is
feeling so
still-
good. He's on the SC top 10 a couple days ago for one of
Why
the
not?
plays he made.
Oh yeah, was it like down the line?
Mhm.
Yep,
At
he's
third
best at those plays.
He's ridiculous.
Yep.
So I think they'll be good. I think he will be really good.
Mhm.
And I think they'll I don't think. Do you think they can continue to be good with the Dodgers in their division coming up?
I think they'll be. I think they'll hold the 3 spot in the division for a while.
The 3 spot.
Like the third.
Okay.
There would be Giants last.
Mhm.
Diamondbacks, they're really bad.
4th.
Padres, they're good.
Okay. They're not as good as the
not,
Rockies,
yes.
right?
So
Because right now they're first in the division.
I'm gonna go.
I just don't know. I just don't know if they can keep it up. Like
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those beginner's luck things.
Yeah, it's like we've seen that in the past.
You had it last year with the Phillies.
The Reds.
You had every year, right, with
Every
the Reds.
year. Not this year.
We had Orioles last year for a couple.
Oh yeah.
couple
And
games.
Marlins this year.
Exactly. So
I mean-
we're seeing beginner's luck.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Marlins are fake, but I mean I've watched the Rockies games more than I have the Marlins games.
So a lot.
So I can tell you they might be for real, ladies and gentlemen, because they are good.
They're good. I mean, they're pitching. They only have like a 3 earned run average, like for the whole bullpen.
Wow.
That's really good.
That is really good. Number 1, the Chicago Cubs.
Actually,
The 9-2.
what?
Ridiculous.
What
I
the
mean,
heck, man. That makes me mad.
they are OP.
Yeah, I don't-
They are. I mean, Schwarber, Rizzo,
Yeah.
Bryant. So, like, are you kidding?
And go on.
Javi Baez. They are.
Contreras.
Wilson. Wilson is
Hayward.
goated.
Jason
Hayward.
I mean,
the entire Cubs.
Yu Darvish.
He's been really good.
Al Hendricks.
See, he was amazing in the Cubs games that I've watched that Hendricks has pitched. I mean, in the game that I watched versus who was I watching?
Royals. They played the Royals. They played the Reds.
I know they played the Reds. I think the Brewers.
Okay.
He pitched 5 straight shutout innings.
That was who? Was that Darvish?
No, that was Hendricks.
In his first start, he pitched the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
9 straight shutout innings. He only gave up 2 hits.
Exactly. He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So he was okay last year, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of broken out through his
Yes.
first 11 games.
Yeah.
And they play tonight.
They do. They play Royals tonight.
So yeah, we'll get to see him again.
They can sweep them potentially.
So yeah, and then they improved. They would be the first MLB team to get to 10 wins.
Yep.
So if they win tonight, I think they're for real. I mean,
are they first in the whole MLB, or is that the Yanks?
That's the Yanks, which pisses me off.
That's the Red Sox.
But anyway,
I should say I feel you, but
okay, I feel myself right now. Jeez. But anyway, I think the Cubs, they can beat the Yankees. I feel like they can because I don't think the Yankees have a pitcher. Because Cole, he hasn't been like Astros level good.
He's been lights out. He's been good. He's been
okay.
bad.
He hasn't been
like
bad. Lights out.
Garrett
I may say he hasn't been good as good as Kyle Hendricks.
I'd say Hendricks been better.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been through a couple of games, but I do think that they are very talented. I do think the Cubs. I think they can win the division. I think they will, based on what I've seen from the start. Because I've had the Cardinals with this COVID thing right now that they're experiencing.
And the Brewers are struggling. Reds are inconsistent.
Pirates are absolute trash.
2-11.
So, I mean, yeah. Cubs at 1. All right, AL. Yankees. Okay, so we're going to start with 5. Astros, 6-4. So, I mean, me and Will were talking for the show. They're MVP caliber players.
So,
Altuve and
we'll start
Springer.
with the bad ones, yep. So
Altuve and Springer, right? They have not been good at all.
We were talking about before the show.
But Bregman, ridiculous, right?
Correa's been the
Correa's
best
been
so
great.
far. And
Michael Brantley hits bombs.
You mentioned Michael Brantley.
So, but I just don't. Altuve, trash right now.
Man. Like,
Springer,
trash.
What? Like, I can't even see that. Like, a word coming out of my mouth, George Springer is trash, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I never thought to hear that.
But he has been.
Yeah.
These first couple games.
Maybe that's karma.
But it's 6-4. I mean, Verlander didn't really do anything eye-opening, right? In his first.
Verlander's out for the year.
Well, now he is.
Yep.
But cause did he opt out or what was it?
Oh
yeah, forearm strain.
Yep.
Forearm strain.
Shoulder.
So
not shoulder. Forearm.
that's huge. Because
you lost Cole in the offseason.
they don't have Greinke anymore, do they?
Where's Zach Greinke been?
I think he's
Good
still at the
question.
Astros.
I think he is.
He's still there, but we haven't heard from him, right?
He used to be really good with the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, he was amazing with the D-backs.
One of the best. Now he's
But now,
he's
he's kind of hiding in the bullpen for the Astros. But he just hasn't been great.
Yep.
And then, for the Chicago White Sox, we talked. Dangerous. Dallas Keuchel, he hasn't been eye-opening. Giolito has, though. Oh, my gosh.
Giolito.
And then Tim Anderson.
You got Abreu.
Jose Abreu, yeah.
Jimenez, the rookie.
They're good. You need to watch out for the White Sox, dude.
Yeah. They have had an easy schedule.
So far,
Besides the Twins.
That's a good point.
Besides the Twins, but
they beat the Twins first game.
They did.
Then they got crushed 13-2 the next game because I guess they wanted revenge. We'll talk about them later because you better believe they're in the top 2. But yeah, I think the White Sox, they can be good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're in the Central, right, with the Twins?
And the Royals. Yes. No, and the Indians and the Royals and Tigers, yeah.
And Twins. Wait, no. Okay,
yes.
so
yes.
The Indians haven't been anything special.
The pitching's been unreal, but the hitting.
Yeah, Bieber is the GOAT. Oh my gosh.
Last night versus Reds, he pitched until the 8th inning.
Shane Bieber is incredible.
He had 200 runs. He had 10 Ks.
Clevenger is. He's been okay.
And
but their pitching overall is.
Zach. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know. You think the White Sox can finish second? That's what they're in right now.
Twins first.
Well, obviously, right? There's no questions.
Well, Tigers, Royals are out of the mix.
Alrighty. See you later.
Then, I don't know. I think the White Sox can keep up.
Okay. They just got to be able to keep this up.
Yeah.
Anderson's got to do like MVP stuff.
Yeah.
Like he did last year.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 A's. Same record, 7-4. We knew they'd be good, right? With Chapman and Olsen. Chris Davis at DH. That's the move. That is the move. He is hitting bombs. He's ridiculous.
Chapman Olsen.
Yeah, the Matt combo.
The Matt combo.
Their pitching hasn't been. I mean, their pitching's been okay.
They got Frankie Montas.
Mm-hmm. He's good. Like he started off the season.
He was suspended last year for I think it was like the drug policy. He like didn't do it or whatever.
That's terrible.
I think he took steroids.
Okay. Well, maybe taking steroids this season because oh my gosh, dude, he is insane.
Might need to check him out again.
But yeah, I think the A's, they can keep this up. Their hitting's been unreal.
Mm-hmm.
They make their pitching. I think they need to lower their ERA though, because the amount of runs they allowed to the Angels in that series, it was like 5, 7, and 8, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I think they went like 2-1. I'm like, how?
How?
Like your hitting is that goated? Like
they also have 2 walk-offs.
Yeah, they did.
Walk-off last night. Grand slam. Walk-off. That was pretty sick.
That was pretty sick.
So yeah.
All right.
They're solid.
On number 2, the Minnesota Twins. Literally OP. They're hitting at the bat like 800. Like, oh my gosh. They're 9-2. So they're a good 2 games above the White Sox.
Yeah.
Already. The White Sox that's kind of scary.
That's really scary.
That's 11 games.
And then you just look at the Indians, like the difference between, compared to the Twins.
The Twins are goated. Oh my gosh.
Hitting.
Wilson-O. Donaldson has made an appearance.
Donaldson.
I'm liking Josh Donaldson so far. I'm liking what he's doing for that team.
I like that acquire.
Yeah, I do.
Really good.
Because they just literally made them better.
Yeah.
Like at hitting. Because, I mean, did they really need it? Not really.
No.
But just make them more OP.
Screw it.
Yep.
Just pick them up.
Exactly. So, I mean, yeah, I think the Twins, they'll finish in first in AL Central.
Yep.
There's no question. I don't think no one can beat them except for maybe the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Which, move on to first place. Yankees 8-1.
Well, they lost to the Nats that second game.
Yeah, but I mean, besides that, Cole hasn't been pitching lights out, but he's been pitching good enough to get him.
They got Severino, Luis. They got J.A. Happ.
Happ has been good.
Happ, the lefty. Yep.
So, yeah, and then of course, Aaron Judge has come
MVP,
on, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably the MVP.
Remember, like 3 years ago, he hit 51 home runs as a rookie. Then, like the last couple of years.
What's he on track to? Like, if he keeps this up,
well,
he's probably gonna hit.
I mean,
we're in 60-game schedule.
Let me see.
To remind you, but
be like, if he's on track, if we're keeping this up, like 32.
Jeez, that's amazing.
In 60 games. Remember when he hit 51?
Yep.
And then everybody was like, oh my god, he's goated. And then like for the last 2 years,
he's been like
quiet.
Yeah.
And now
he's like,
all right,
I
am back.
I want to go back to that person.
He's like, I'm back.
He's back.
So Red Sox, I was watching the Red Sox game. It's 2 on, 2 outs for the Yankees. They got 1 on second, 1 on first. Judge is up to bat. I'm like, he's like 1 for 4 with a home run.
Was that in the 8th inning when they choked?
He's like 1 for 4 with a home run. We're up 7-6. 8th inning, I'm like, let's go.
And then the bullpen
bomb. Not even. I mean, 468 feet, 3-run home run. Yankees win 9-7, and I want to snap my own neck. Oh my god, it was terrible. I'm watching the game, and I'm like, wait, how is this the same team that won the World Series like 2 years ago?
Yeah, that amazes me. How is it
Is Mookie really that much of a difference? Well, yes, he is, because we're 3-8 right now. But the Yankees, they're ridiculous. Yeah. Stanton, that first game, that home run. What was Scherzer doing?
450?
459. Scherzer's like, right down the middle, here you go.
And just
he's like, well, see you later. Gio Urshela, Grand Slam City.
DJ
LeMahieu.
I mean, he had a homer last night.
Voit.
You got Hicks.
Torres.
Aaron Hicks.
Chapman.
So
Yeah.
Sanchez.
The Cuban Missile. Sanchez is goated.
This just goes on.
Garrett Cole, Severino. We already talked about their rotation is good. Like I think the Yankees will win the AL East. Because I mean, is there really any other competition?
Rays, but
no, they haven't been good.
Sox and Orioles.
Sox are trash.
Blue Jays are just.
I mean, they
young.
can't keep. No, like
young.
the Yankees are. I mean, in comparison to everybody else, again, I'm saying that the Red Sox are the worst team in that league right now, but the Yankees are like, hello, like they're all the way up here, dude. Like it's not even close.
Yeah.
All right, now, so we've gone through that. We thought what we think. Yankees are goated, and we told you what we thought. But now, Will, give me an MVP sleeper for each conference, AL and NL.
So so I'm not gonna pick Judge.
Okay. Well, he's not a sleeper.
Yeah, I know.
He is destroying the AL.
Alright, hold on.
I got mine for the AL.
I have mine for the NL.
Okay, who is that?
Castellanos.
Oh my gosh.
6 homers.
I got mine for the AL.
Who's that?
Christian Vasquez
Oh,
for the Red Sox. I'm not even being biased. Like,
no.
like he is
I'm
ridiculous.
not gonna pick that, but I mean, if you didn't say that, I was gonna pick it.
Oh.
He's like, I'm gonna Castellanos, 6 homers, 335, 350, super good.
Yep.
And then for AL,
Vasquez is batting 400. For the NL, I'm not sure.
I'm trying to.
I might go. Like, I'm not sure this is technically considered a sleeper, but he just got to this team. Mookie. He just got there. And the throws he's making from right field, he threw a guy out. This guy's trying to steal third. This guy gets a base hit, pops up. He throws him out from right field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally the opposite side of the field. So I'm gonna go. I'm not sure if
I'm gonna go Matt Olson.
He's been good.
He's been good.
He's been
I
really good.
think he can.
How about Cy Young?
Both.
Just give me a sleeper picture, just for the MLB.
For wait, just a Cy Young for in like
Just the MLB. Just give me a
in
sleeper
general.
picture for the MLB.
Okay. A sleeper, not a Cy Young sleeper. Just a sleeper.
Just a sleeper.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Frankie Montas.
Unless he's doing.
That could be a good one.
Might be doing drugs.
He's doing drugs. So, I might go with Hendricks.
I might go. No, I was gonna say Trevor Bauer, but like
He's been pretty
he's
good.
been pretty good.
Oh.
Or Sonny Gray.
Gray's been
I'm
good.
not trying to. These are
The
all
Reds
Reds
biased, dude.
Sorry.
I mean, I chose Vasquez, so I
Yeah.
can't really say anything.
I'm gonna go Gray.
I know I cannot
Super good.
choose a Red Sox pitcher. Actually, Evaldi's been not great, but Ryan Weber,
Was it
a
50
14.73
70
ERA.
What is his walks per game like?
8s probably.
Strikeouts 1.
Strikeouts 0.1. He's
Inning-
atrocious.
What was it? Number of pitch per game probably like.
400.
And then innings probably like. How many innings did he pitch a game? Like 3.
No. Like 2.5.
Oh, okay.
He got
Yeah.
pulled on the bottom of 1, like 2 nights ago. He got pulled on inning number 1 because he gave up 2 home runs in the first 3 batters
I bet one of them was Judge.
for the Rays. No, for the
Oh,
Rays.
okay,
It was
Rays.
Brandon Lowe was one of them.
Oh, Brandon Lau.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
he
tough.
sucks. He's my sleeper. He will come back.
He'll come back better than ever.
I don't know.
It's.
I might go with Shane Bieber.
Oh yeah, that's good.
He is ridiculous. Like severe. Or I'm gonna go with Lucas Giolito. He's been good throughout these games. Well,
Yep.
being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime.
Always.
So, guys, I just want to. 35 episodes. That is ridiculous. So I want to thank you guys, all your support throughout these last couple of years. I just want to thank you, all of you guys. Be sure to sub, like, ring the bell. More great vids. Peace.